Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Carrington Vintage Videos. If you're a regular viewer, you'll have seen my video of the drainage demo at Carrington Rally and of the International Harvester Special. Today I'm going to show you the best of the rest at Carrington. And we begin in the lorry park with some of the steam engines as they arrive. No steam, no problem, there's plenty of tractors on site. It's build-up day and the Ford and Fordson Club are putting together their stand. And we'll just have a quick look at this horticultural stand. I don't know much about them, but I do know what this is. It's a Martin Markham Colt. They were made in Stamford, very close to me, and the original factory site is now an out-of-town shopping centre. Did Ransom make this MG crawler on rubber tyres, or is that an aftermarket modification? I've only ever seen them like this with the roadless style tracks on them. One of the themes at this year's show is muck spreading. Earlier this year I filmed this E27M Major and muck spreader hard at work. You can find it on my channel under the name Muck and Magic. And this tractor must have a bit of a magneto problem because it's got a core conversion fitted. Sorry about the wind noise, it's a bit of a windy old day out here in the fens, and even the cover on the microphone doesn't want to stop it. I think this case was unrestored and it was very nice. And here's another E27M Major and muck spreader. This time it's a P6 Major. This one's also in the Muck and Magic video. And there were quite a few caterpillars on site. It's the Caterpillar Centenary this year. We'll be seeing more of that in future videos. A Challenger 1 crawler tractor made by Fowler of Leeds. You don't see these very often, and the internet tells me they only made 260. And next we've got this Sherman tank, modified for agricultural use not long after the war. I've seen it working on a number of occasions, but I've never had the video camera with me. Hopefully I'll be able to capture some footage for you at some point in the future. We've got some tractors on the move now. They're getting ready to do a parade in the main ring. An unusual bent-all muck spreader, spreading from the front. I'd have wanted to be as far away from the action as possible. A rare tractor to see in the UK, this Renault P4 made in the 1950s. A grey Fergie with a banana loader. I'm just about old enough to remember my dad working one of these. And here comes a GM powered farm haul. You can see more about this tractor in my International Harvester video. And a very nice roadless Ploughmaster 6.4. It's time to take a short break from the tractors and have a look at this model steam engine and saw bench. An unusual estate car variant of the Fordson E83W. Normally these were vans or pickups. Here's the Ferguson with the banana loader again. And here's a Ferguson with an alternative loader. This is called the teaspoon loader. You'll notice that it mounts on the front axle of the tractor rather than the rear. Well, I don't think this Ferguson would handle that subsoil tying in the conditions we've got in the working field here today. And I think this one would have a similar problem. An Alice B with its underslung hoe all ready to go to work. I particularly like this John Deere Model H with the mower attachment. We all know the grey Fergie came with an attachment for every job, and here's the Ferguson muck spreader. And if you jump forward 30 plus years in time, you could get on a little bit quicker with this setup. An UTS diesel, I believe. And a Leyland 245 Synchro, one of the early synchromesh gearbox tractors. A post 52 Nuffield Universal with the BMC engine. A massive Ferguson 550, 47 horsepower tractor built in the late 70s. The Alice Chalmers ED40, made in the UK from 1960 until 1968. And another Nuffield Universal 4 with the BMC engine. And the very special David Brown DB4 crawler, and behind it the David Brown 50D. And a nice 1959 Fordson Dexter. This is a pretty impressive machine, the Ruston Bucyrus 10RB. This one's rigged with the dragline bucket. And this MOM Fordson had me completely confused. I've never seen one in black before, but I'm told they did make a few in black in the early days. Introduced in 1961, the 460 Nuffield.
Find out a little bit more about the bike on display here today. There are more bikes over in the side of the motorway. Please contribute. You never know when you may need them, and we always hope that.
Moving along now, let's pay a visit to the working field. I think you can see if you get down more than a couple of inches, it's a bit tough. It certainly stopped this Ferguson dead. This Ford 7810 sounded quite nice with a straight through exhaust on it. You could hear it all over the rally field. The Massey Ferguson 188, a 75 horsepower tractor built between 1972 and 1976. And next we've got a P6 powered E27N County full track crawler. We saw this track marshal working in the drainage demonstration on one of my previous videos. Now let's see how it goes with this cultivator.
Yeah, when it gets going, you might have to pull it a bit more towards it. It don't matter if it's that.
This Fordson E27N on spade lugs is going well. This one was built in the first year of production, 1945. A little TD6 International crawler with the petrol start diesel run engine in it. This one's working with a 3-furrow International plough. Back on the rally field there's another parade going on, and here we've got a W12 International and a 1930 Massey Harris muck spreader. And something a bit more unusual, the Wild Thwaites muck spreader, designed to spread a heap after you've tipped it in the field. I can't imagine they sold too many of these. And here's a nice little Ford 3000, but the mole plough looks a bit ambitious. The Ford 9N, or Ford Ferguson, introduced in 1939 after the famous handshake agreement with Harry Ferguson. If you watch my vintage land drainage video, you'll have seen this Latil timber tractor at work with its winch. The McCormick WK40, produced between 1937 and 1940, with a 6-cylinder kerosene engine. And here we've found the Bentor muck spreader. Let's take a closer look. And also the Wild Thwaites. And next we come to this outstanding collection of model tractors. I was lucky enough to be invited inside the fence to get a bit of a closer view for you. And after a wonderful weekend playing with the tractors, we've arrived at the part where we have to pack them all away and head off home. If you're close enough to the showground, you can tow your caravan home with your tractor. And if you're really organised, you can tow your muck spreader home behind your caravan as well. So as our video draws to a close, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching right to the end. If you've got this far, don't forget to click the like button, and if you're subscribed, you'll be notified when we launch the next video. But that's not all. We've got a little bit of bonus footage for you this week. It's got nothing to do with the tractors, but quite a lot to do with some of the exhibitors. I just happened to be in the right place with the camera when somebody laid down a challenge. It doesn't fit my normal format, which is why it's at the end. So when the music finishes, just hang on for a second and you'll be able to watch.
I'll tell you what, it won't be as embarrassing as my attempt. Tony.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
I can tell you now, I definitely can't do it. Give it a go.
Oh, sorry, Lee.
Give it a go.
Thank you.
No, not
Can't even move.
Give it a go and I'll help you.
Oh, mate, Lee.
You see it, didn't you? I physically couldn't move, could I, off the floor?
Oh, dear.
How
Come on,
embarrassing.
Lee. Have a go, on, mate.
Embarrassing.
But you know your age.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
What are you,
77. That's it. You should be doing it.
I can't do that.
Come have a go. Let's have a go.
You're allowed to take your boots off.
George, you have a go, ain't you?
I had a go and that was thoroughly embarrassing.
Go, Paul.
Boy, you're a strong
Absolutely
man.
bloody not. Regan could probably do it.
Look at that.
What,
Physique. You see, look. I tried and I've got that. You haven't. So come on.
I'll bet you have a go.
Which one? Brian Carrington, Brian's video in a minute.
I'll show you.
No, come on, Lee. See, you got it, mate. I
You've got
did,
the
and it's.
strength in your arms to do that, haven't you?
I'll hold your wallet.
Well, hang on, if we put the wallet up here, that'll help counterbalance it, mate. Come on, Lee.
I ain't going to be able to do it.
I bet you will.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think you can do it either. But you've got to give it a go.
Not badly, anyway.
We won't need to need a minute, we're off the floor.
And that tucked in there. That's tucked in there. Head up.
Oh, close. Hey!
Well done, Lee.
Hey, I'll take that one. I'll take that, well done.
Next year I'll have it mastered. Boots are too heavy, mate.
Yeah, I think you only need to practice. No, I'm bloody not. No chance. Absolutely no chance.
Tradition is it?
Yes, you are.
Hey?
He's got